Hi guys! So as you can see, my nails are pretty long and they kind of need grooming a little bit, so I'm just going to show you what I do. So the first thing, I'm just taking some nail varnish remover and I'm just going to put it on a cotton pad and just get rid of any excess nail varnish. So about three or four, what do you call them, tips maybe, and then just rub gently over your nails and remove any nail varnish so you strip right down to the bare nails. Now I've actually lost my traditional cardboard nail file. Go ahead and grab that if you've got one. So I'm just rubbing over the nail like so. So nail varnish remover is pretty strong stuff, so use it in a well ventilated area and make sure you wash your hands after you've used it. Don't forget to close the cap as soon as you've finished putting on the cotton pad because it will evaporate. Also keep it away from anything flammable or anything hot, and don't forget to store it in a dark, cool, dry place. So the next thing we're going to do is clip the nails. I'm just taking some nail clippers and I'm just going to trim back my nails. So just once the other side like this, and then you get a point and then you just want to straighten that up to make it flat. So just like this. You want to try and keep the others flat, so when you trim, do it relatively flat-ish. So now I'm clipping back my nails till they're really quite short because I'm going to a cheerleading competition and we can't have people scratching, so I'm just going to trim them down quite a lot. You can trim them to whatever size you want. So if you're unsure about the length of your nails, don't trim them too far and then you can just file them to your desired length. So you shouldn't pick your nail polish off even after it's been chipped, because picking your nail polish off takes off the top two layers of your nails. Using a nail polish remover only takes off the top layer. So I think that's the best way. I'm just taking a metal file, but I do prefer using a cardboard nail file, although I don't have one right now. I can't remember where I put it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to use my nail file and do it in one direction. So this is my nail, and I'm just going to file it just one way. So every time I go this way, I lift up before I bring it back on the same thing. So you don't go like this, like a saw, because that will damage your nail. You just want to keep filing it flat, making sure you've got nice rounded edges. And then if you get things a little bit like this, you can just take the file, just file the edge a bit away. This will ensure that you've got flat nails and they'll grow flat and square. And if you're unsure whether it's too sharp or not, just run your thumb over the nail, and if you feel any sharpness, then you should file it a little bit more. So this one, you can just file straight off. Now if you don't want to clip your nails, you can just file them straight off. You just need to gently file slowly. It's a little time consuming though, so you just be patient. Now, if you're using a cardboard file with a smoother side and a rougher side, use the rougher side first just to file down and make sure, just file it straight like this to make sure it's all squared up. And do it for all your fingers and then flip over and use the smooth side and just finish buffing the ends, because you might get confused and you'll forget which side, which nail you've done, and it's just a little bit crazy. So these are all my square nails now, and I'm just going to do the other hand and I'll get back to you. So the next thing we're going to do is just take this Cuticle Cutter. So if you don't cut your cuticles yet, you probably shouldn't, but if you do, you probably know what to do anyway. But I'm just going to show you. This is how I do it. So this is the blade, this is the bit there, the groove, that's what cuts the cuticles. So this just runs along this bit and you can see some of the skin is removed. Now this doesn't hurt because there's no nerves in the skin. There are some form of cuticle scissors that you can buy, but this is the cuticle cutter that I've known how to use. So you can, if you want to use a cuticle pusher like this, usually they come with an end so you can use it to scrape underneath your nails, but the cuticle pusher here is just to push back your cuticles like this. It's a dough foot shape and it's soft and rubber, and you can obviously get wooden ones, but I like the soft rubber ones because they're a bit gentler, more gentle I think, on the skin. So after doing my cuticles, I like to use a nail and cuticle oil. This is the O.P.I version, but you obviously don't have to use this one, and there are creams available that you can use as well. But how I use the oil is it comes in a nail polish bottle just like this, and you just want to take the brush out, take off any excess, and so you just want to draw around the edges of your nail, like here, around the back and the other side, on all your nails, and this should be sufficient oil. Now this oil does have a distinctive smell to it, and if you don't like the smell, you'll probably be better off with a cream. So just put it on all of your nails, and then you don't have to be neat with this. As you can see, I'm just sort of slushing it on. And then now I'm just going to use my fingers and thumbs and rub all the oil into my cuticles and nails, and make sure you cover and coat all of them, and this should keep them in good condition, healthy, and soften any cuticles, etc. There are many nail treatments. This is just my routine that I like to show you since you guys asked for it. So then these nails are going to have to sit for about 10 minutes while the oil dries into it. If you're using a cream, I'd say about 5 to 10 minutes as well, just to let the oil soak in. So after letting the oil soak into my nails, I like to use a treatment. So I use Nail Envy. This is the original, but I also have the matte version. Nail Envy does come in a lot of different versions now, so you can have a look. They've also got pink coloured ones. I'm going to be using the original today. So just using like a nail varnish, you just paint a coat on and let it dry. Now with the Nail Envy, they advise you to put on 2 coats, so that's what I like to do. Then you can put your nail varnish on after it's dried. Nail Envy dries to a shiny finish, but Nail Envy Matte dries to a matte finish. These treatments do dry quite quickly, and they probably only need a minute to sit. You can use these as a base coat and as a top coat as well. I wouldn't advise using the matte for a top coat because it will make your nail varnish look dull. So that's basically it, guys. You can leave it like that or add a nail polish on top and then a top coat. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. So, I don't really like to. So if you're unsure about the length, wow, it's so boring, right? And then you just want to draw around the edges of your nail. Now you probably can't see this yet. You probably, oh, itchy head.